All right, so this is the part that precedes the solo. So let's take a closer look. The beginning is just as what you play in the melody. So, and when you get to that E minor chord, there you play the bass note, the low E with a thumb. Then you push your index finger down over all the strings. Make a hammer with your little finger in third position of the B string, like this. Then you make a slap with your thumb on the strings and at the same time make a flick on the high E. Like this. Then you play that third position of the B string once more. And then you play high and low E together and have your third finger in third position of the low E. It's like this. Followed by a thumb. Then you play that high E open. Then you play third position of the B string. And then you play third position of the high E, and you play that with a slap and flick. So together, 3, 4. And then you make a pull off with your little finger. Then in the next bar, you play that. What you do is you just make a hammer-on with your ring finger or a tap on the third position of the high E. And you do that 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Then you get that percussive section. It goes like this. You start off with a thump, another thump, followed by a slap with your fingers on the side of the guitar, like this. Then the following bit is a thump, then ring finger, middle finger, index finger, and then followed by another thumb, like this. So together, 3, 4. Followed by another slap, then another thump, so like this, 3, 4. Then the next slap you play with your fingers, so ring finger and middle finger, you play there on the body, and then followed by a scratch. Now you don't hear my scratches because there's too much varnish on the guitar, but it is a scratch. So altogether, that percussion bit should sound like this. 3, 4. And that's it. So let's try to play those 4 bars in succession, starting with that C chord. 3, 4. All right, so now we land into the solo. We're going to be dividing it up into 2 parts, so we'll start with the first 4 bars first. So here we go. All right, so what do you play? You start off with index finger and middle finger in third position. Your first finger is on the A string and your second finger is on the high E. And you play A, B, and E string with thumb, index, and middle. You play it together with a thumb. Play the high E once more with your middle finger. And then make a hammer-on with your little finger on fifth position of that high E. It's like this. Then make a slap and flick. And with that, you flick that high E. That's on third position, and you make a pull off. Then you play open D, B, and E string with thumb, index, and middle finger. And then you play that high E once more. So those 3 beats together, 3, 4. Then you make a slap and flick, and with that flick you hit the third position of the B string. And then you play open E string. Then you play third position of that B string again. And then you make a pull off. And with that pull off, you also hit that high E. Like this. So together, that first bar, 3, 4. Then you play the E string, the middle finger on second position of the G string, play it with your index finger. Then you make a slide to fourth, then make a slap and slide to second again. It's like this. Make a pull off, and then play second position of the D string. Like this. Then add your ring finger in third position of the E string. Play D and E string together. And then make a pull off, hammer on, and pull off. It's like this. Then make a slap. Then second position of the A string with your middle finger. And then make a pull off to open A string. So let's try that together. That bar, 3, 4. And bars 1 and 2 in succession, 3, 4. Then in the third bar, put your middle finger in third position of the A string, ring finger in third position of the high E. Play the A string, then push your index finger down on G, B, and E string. Make a pull off. And with, by the way, with that first one, is with a thumb. Then play that third position of high E again, together with a slap. And then play second position of the high E. And then play open D, B, and E string with a thumb. Like this. Then you play a slap, and with a flick you play third position of the B string. Like this. It's like this. Then play open E string, play third position of that E string, and slide to fifth position. So that bar together, 3, 4. All right, then put your index finger in third position of the high E, play open E, open B, and high E together with a thumb. Play it once more, that third position of the high E, and make a pull off. It's like this. And then slap, and then third position of the low E together with open B and open E. Like this. Followed by a thumb, third position of the high E. Then put your little finger on fifth position, make a slap and flick, and make a pull off to third again. So that bar together, 3, 4. All right, so let's try bars 42 to 45 in succession. 3, 4. Just about. It's not flawless, but just about. All right, so now the next part goes like this. So what do you play? You have your index finger and middle finger in third position of the A and E string. You play A, open B, and E string together with thumb, index, and middle finger. Play a thump. Then make a hammer-on fifth position of that high E. Then play that third position of that high E again. And then make a pull-off, so like this. Then slap and flick, and with that flick you play third position of the high E. So like this. Sorry. Then open E string. Then play open D string and third position of the high E with a thump and make a pull off. So like this. And play that high E once more. So that first bar, the first 3 beats, 3, 4. Then in the fourth beat, you play the following thing. And that's pretty much the same as the fourth beat of the 42nd bar. So let's try to play bar number 46 together. 3, 4. Then in the next bar, you get the following thing. So what do you play? You make a slide towards fifth position of the high E. I start on position 3. So, and you play E, B, and high E. Then play third position of that high E and make a pull off and make a slap. So like this. Then put your little finger on fifth position. That high E, make a pull off to third with your middle finger, and then put your index finger on third position of the low E. Play it together with B and E string and a thump. It's like this. Play that high E once more. Then a slap and flick, and with that flick we play third position of the B string. Then open E. And then third position of the high E. It's like this. 3, 4. Then bar 48 is exactly the same as bar 44, so we don't have to check that. Bar 49 is pretty much the same as bar 45, but there are a few differences. So you put your index finger for bar 49, you put your index finger in third position of the high E, play E, B, and E with a thump, play that high E once more, and make a pull off to open E, then play open B, hammer on third position with your ring finger, and then open E, followed by a thump. So you notice that we didn't play the bass note and we didn't play the slaps in there. So that's the difference. So that bar goes like this, 3, 4. And then you go on to the chorus. So let's try to play bars 46 to 49 in succession. 3, 4. So these are the sections. This should pretty much cover the whole tutorial for Lean On by Peter. I will be doing more Peter Gergely tutorials in the future. The thing is that I was kind of the tutorial that I recorded today I wasn't able to give it as much as attention as I would have liked to have given it, but I'm in the midst of recording a bunch of courses, and it takes so much time, but I didn't want to keep you guys waiting because a lot of you have been asking for these tutorials, so I just squeezed it in. That's normally not how I do things. So normally I like to take my time, but in this case it was impossible, and hopefully the tutorial is still of good use to you guys. So until we see each other again, bye.